You know that moment when you're confidently standing on a train platform and realize you're on the wrong one? Or worse, you bought a ticket but not a reservation, and someone's sitting in your seat saying, "That's mine." Welcome to Europe's train adventures, the most beautiful and confusing way to travel at the same time. Don't worry, we've all been there. Europe's rail network is incredible, fast, scenic, and mostly on time. But it's also full of tiny rules and unspoken tricks that first-time travelers always trip over. So today, we're fixing that. I'll show you 5 rookie train mistakes most travelers make in Europe and how to fix them. And hey, if you love travel tips that save time, money, and sanity, subscribe right now so you never board the wrong train again. Ready? Let's go. Tickets in hand, confidence on. Now, number 1, thinking a ticket is all you need. In Europe, a ticket doesn't always mean you have a seat. Yeah, you heard that right. For example, in France, Spain, and Italy, especially on high-speed trains like TGV, AVE, or Frecciarossa, you need both a ticket and a seat reservation. So, if you just show up with a Eurail or Interrail pass but no reservation, you might end up standing, or not boarding at all. Fix. Always check your route on the official railway app or website, like OBB, SNCF, or Trenitalia. If it says reservation required, pay the few extra euros. It's worth every cent. All right, ticket sorted. But what about timing? Let's talk about mistake number 2, and it's one that ruins more trips than you'd think. Next, number 2. Arriving airport early, or worse, too late. You don't need to show up 2 hours early like it's an airport. Trains are chill. But you also can't show up last minute like it's an Uber. Most big European stations are massive. Multiple halls, platforms, exits, and sometimes even underground levels. For instance, Paris Gare du Nord has 21 platforms. If you arrive 3 minutes before departure, good luck finding yours. Fix. Arrive about 20 to 30 minutes early for big stations, 10 minutes for smaller ones. Use apps like DB Navigator, Trainline, or Rail Planner. They'll even show which car your seat's in. And here's a pro move. Screenshot your ticket and platform info, because train Wi-Fi loves to disappear right when you need it most. Speaking of platforms, mistake number 3 can turn your relaxing ride into a full-blown cardio session. Next, number 3, boarding the wrong section of the train. In Europe, trains often split midway. Half goes one way, half goes somewhere completely different. It's like your train suddenly decides to have an identity crisis. Classic example, Germany's ICE trains. You might get on the Berlin-Munich service only to find out halfway it splits, and your carriage ends up going to Hamburg. Before boarding, check the Wagenreihung board. That's German for train composition. It shows which carriage numbers stop where, and always match your car number to the platform map. It's usually a lettered section like A, B, C. This tiny habit saves hours of, wait, where am I? Okay, your train's moving in the right direction, but wait till you see how many people forget this next one. Moving on, number 4. Packing like it's a flight, not a train. No one tells you this, but trains have limited luggage space, and no weight limit doesn't mean bring the whole closet. Unlike planes, there's no baggage check. You carry everything yourself, upstairs, across platforms, sometimes through 3 connecting cars. Fix. Pack light and smart. 1 suitcase plus 1 backpack max. Use a small lock for peace of mind, and always keep valuables in your seat or on overhead racks. Bonus tip: avoid roller bags with 4 tiny wheels. European train aisles will make you cry. Go for 2 big wheels or a backpack. Now you've packed right and boarded right, but there's one mistake left that's sneaky and surprisingly expensive. Finally, number 5, not validating your ticket. This one's brutal. In many countries, especially Italy, Austria, and parts of Eastern Europe, you have to stamp your ticket before boarding if it's a paper one. No stamp equals no valid ticket, even if you bought it legally. Those little yellow or green machines at the station, that's where you insert your ticket to get it time-stamped. Skip it, and the conductor can fine you up to 100 euros on the spot. Fix. Always look for validate before boarding signs. If you're not sure, just ask. And if your ticket is digital, you're safe. No validation needed, just show the QR code. So now you know the 5 rookie mistakes. But before we wrap up, let's make your next trip actually feel like the movie you imagined. Here's the truth. Europe's train system isn't complicated. It's just detailed. Once you know how to read it, it's pure freedom. You can breakfast in Paris, lunch in Zurich, and dinner in Milan, all without ever taking off your shoes for security. Trains connect Europe's cities the way roads connect neighborhoods, and that's what makes them magical. If this video saved you a headache or two, check out our next one, 7 Scenic Train Journeys in Winter Europe. It's the perfect follow-up. And hey, if you love discovering travel smarter, hit subscribe right now. You'll never overpack, overpay, or oversleep another train again. See you in the next one. And remember, it's not just about the destination, it's about the ride.